I was born ready, numbnuts, she says, ladies and gentlemen. And I quote the amazing Cindy Van Arnhem. And of course, I am Coach James here. It is D.N.A. Monday. This is your weekly energetic forecast for the week, beginning today, March 8th.
It's the
8th. So again, gang, this is our little just kind of give back to bring some awareness to the beautiful ease and flow of numerology, and combining that with the energetics of the day and our week, so that we can set ourselves up for success, set ourselves up for play, for flow, for ease, for fresh starts, for collaboration, and to do so on a magical carpet ride, right?
The magic carpet ride. Yes.
Magic carpet ride of ease and flow.
Oh my God, I want to be on that carpet ride. Oh wait, I am.
You are on that. You built it.
Come join me on the magic carpet.
There you go. All right, speaking of which, Genie in the bottle, take it away.
I have so many nicknames from you. It's hard to keep up. Okay, let's dive in. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of another layer today, because we've got some powerful energy coming at the end of the week that I just want to bring in. It doesn't change the meaning of the numbers, but it does add another layer. There are so many different layers that we play with within numerology, but I also like to look at the lunar cycles, because that creates a different perspective on how we're navigating the numbers. So this is new to James. So James is going to roll with this, and he's going to be fine. I trust him. So let's start off with today. Today is a 7 energy day. Today is all about leaning into absolute faith and taking inspired action, even if it doesn't make any sense. Tomorrow is an 8 energy day. And we're in an 8 energy month of March. So tomorrow is going to be very fast paced. It's going to feel like things are flying at you left, right, and center. And your only job is to put your head down and your blinders on and dedicate and devote yourself to what it is that you have committed to doing. That's it. Let the things fly at you. Let them bounce off. Then on Wednesday, we've got a 9 energy. And this is we're going to start feeling this new moon towards Wednesday or Thursday. So we're going to start feeling that energy of it, which is perfect as we move into the 9 energy. So I'm going to talk about the moon, and then I'll come back to the 9 so that it makes sense. So this new moon is in Pisces energy. The Pisces is all about this watery unknown. It is very emotional. So we're going to notice towards the mid to the end of the week that more emotions are rising up. Now on a new moon, the moon goes dark. We can't see the moon, which means that we're leaning into the unknown. And our job is to focus on intention and trust that lack of clarity will bring us to clarity. The pathway to clarity is confusion. So we might notice towards the end of the week that all of a sudden we're confused because of this new moon energy. So we've got the 9 energy on Wednesday, which is all about reflection and integration. So as we're starting to lean into this new moon, really reflect on what you're doing so that you have some clarity going into the new moon so that you don't get thrown off track. Then the 1 energy on Thursday, same thing. What is it that you want? Get really clear on that and spend time feeling into it, because Pisces energy is very much about the emotions. And the 1 wants you to feel it as if it's already true. So give yourself space on Thursday to really feel into that. And what does it feel like to experience whatever it is that you want to experience? Now on Friday with that 2 energy, oftentimes I look at the 2 as a way of connecting in with your relationships. This 2 in particular, because of that new moon in Pisces, is all about connection with your higher self. Source, universe, God, whatever label you want to give it, it's about connecting with that relationship. So more of an inward focus than an outward focus. That's the only shift that I'm really sensing with the number 2 on Friday. Then on Saturday, And I have not talked about the low side of the numbers really that much. So I want to talk about that here. So every number has a high side and a low side. The lower vibration of the 3 can create worry, criticism, judgment. It can create this mental spinning where you get caught up in the emotions of whatever's you think is not working in your world. Okay, now the high side of the 3 is collaboration, celebration, play, right? So if we're looking at this very emotional new moon where we don't know what's going on and we're being asked to dive into the depths of our soul, can you walk through the lack of clarity? Can you walk through the mental spinning to get to the clarity, the play, the celebration? So the 3 is asking us to take whatever's happening in our world. If you feel crappy on Saturday, if there's mental spinning, if there's worry, doubt, insecurity showing up for you on Saturday, go create something. Without attachment to it needing to be something, just go move that energy into creative expression. Play. It might feel awkward. It might feel like you don't know what you're doing, but this whole frequency that's showing up on the weekend is an invitation to really dive into the unknown and trust that the universe has got your back. Then on Sunday, 4 energy, a little bit more grounded. We've still got that new moon energy, but we're coming out the other side of it where the 4 is asking us to put a plan in place, to take some notes. You know, what did I discover in the unknown waters over the weekend, and get yourself set up for the week ahead.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Is that my silent cue, by the way?
That was your silent cue, but you heard me telepathically.
I did. Go, James. Go, James.
Go.
All right, gang. You have heard Cindy. Cindy, thank you, of course, as always. You have heard us talk about permission slip. You have heard us use that language in terms of our D.N.A. program, in terms of just understanding what Cindy just transpired to you. And with the new moon specifically, as she's saying towards the end of the week, each of us has a hall pass now. So we know that it's very likely, as we lean into the unknown, that we are going to be more emotional, that there will potentially be more confusion than, let's say, last week or that time frame last week, more confusion. And we also know that, and we should know, all of us should know that confusion and lack of clarity does breed clarity at some point inevitably. So as we have that hall pass and as I get into those days, keeping that in mind to allow us permission to be emotional. If that is what's showing up, it's about honoring what's showing up and being aware so that it doesn't blindside us. Yeah. And, you know, in terms of the strategy element that we talk about in this program this is planning. Strategy is planning. And even when you're dealing with energy and emotions of ourselves, we can still plan or be proactive in understanding this may happen, as opposed to being reactive on the day, wondering, why do I feel like I just shat the bed all day? Right, Cindy? So
yes. Leveraging it for your success.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, gang. Today, obviously 7, tomorrow 8. Boom. These are work days. These are inspired action, especially today. Inspired action. Inspired action also means, what do you want to achieve for the week? What's your intention for the week? If you haven't set one yet, perfect. What is your intention for the week? What are things that you can have on your plate today? Funnel in for tomorrow, because tomorrow is a flat out get her done day. Get her done, right? Devoting to that, getting stuff done. Have it, blinders on, phone on silent. Don't mess with me, homie. Don't play that. I need focus. How do I lock in and use this time to maximize my workload? Okay, gang. So tomorrow's your big day, of course. Wednesday, reflection and integration. Again, you're always going to hear me talk about assessing, reassess to move forward. reflecting on the last few days, and also integration. But given, not but, and given the fact that we're heading into a new moon, I think it's also a reflect forward on some of this information. Okay, this is what may show up with me over the next 4 days, 3 days specifically, and just reacquainting with that, and also perhaps tying in with an intention you set for today for the week. Okay, let's revisit that intention on Wednesday, because that intention may get tested over the next few days, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I love that.
Thursday, one is always a fresh start day. This is your chance to experience something, experience something new. And we have, for those of you that are going to follow this, we have a new moon arriving. So what better way as a fresh start than to lean into the unknown, as Cindy was talking about at the beginning? I always talk about the sandbox. The world is my sandbox, playground. Well, the next new moon phase, like, that's a playground. Like, show me what's going to show up. I want to dance in it. I want to dance in the lack of clarity, because I know out of that's going to come something magical.
Yes.
Right. And then we get into, so Friday, the 2 connection, specifically, as Cindy was saying, connect inward. So strategically, what can you do? What can you pencil in that day for connecting to your higher self? Is it, and looking inward, is it more journaling that day, right, with an intention of it, right? Is it more self-growth work? Is it taking extra time for you? Whether that might be extra walks, might be extra long winning ritual time for you, setting up the day. How can you connect to your higher self on Friday, right? Saturday,
I highly recommend meditation on Friday. Highly recommend it.
Highly.
Yes.
All right. Meditation. It's a non-negotiable. All right. And for those of you that don't really know, aren't into that, or just remember, at the end of the day, meditation is conscious breathing.
Yes.
So make some time, sit there and breathe. Boom.
Yeah. It's not about turning your mind off. It's about sitting quietly with self.
Exactly. Right. Saturday, the 3, Cindy really made a great point about the low side. There may be some self-doubt. There may be some limiting beliefs that are popping up, specifically coming in with this new moon, right? That lack of clarity. Oh my God. And finding a creative spark on that Saturday is going to be your key to the doorway to really step into that laughter and play. And I firmly believe that creative spark lives within each of us. And to me, that always increases units of joy. So I would schedule something strategically on that Saturday of looking to play and looking to create, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be creating about your business. You could go to the dollar store, buy a canvas and buy some watercolors and just have at it. Right? Like,
yeah. Or even just spending time in nature is great for a 3 energy day, because you're connecting with the ultimate creator, right? And so you don't have to do anything to create.
That's true. Right? Just be. Lastly, Sunday, the 4, foundation, discovery. This is prioritizing. One word, prioritizing. So it's beautiful that it's on the Sunday, because we're coming out of the new moon phase and setting up for the week. It's a Sunday. Okay. While it's not a heavy workload day, it can sure as shit be a focus day. Okay. What is my priority for the week ahead?
Yeah. What's
right?
most
So
important?
I know, right? So I know, okay, Monday, this is where I'm going. This is my launch pad for the week ahead.
Yeah.
And there you have it from Coach Jay.
Beautiful. I love it.
Last words?
No, that feels good to me. And I think the key here is to just recognize that the lunar cycles, the moon moves the ocean and we're 75% water. So it would make sense that it moves us too. And so having awareness around that and layering that in, knowing that there is this new moon that's going to be Pisces energy. I'm a Pisces, so I know that energy really well. And it's really secretive, dark, underwater, you don't know what's going on half the time. And being able to lean into that and accepting it and embracing it is going to be really important this weekend.
Beautiful.
So
Good.
play in it.
Yeah. Yeah. Stirring it. Embrace the confusion. Embrace the lack of clarity.
Yeah.
All right. On the other side of that will be some crystal clear clarity and a whole bunch of abundance.
Yes.
All right.
I love
All
it.
right. Thank you, Cindy. All right, gang. We will see you next Monday at 12:15 PST, as always. Mad love to the courageous. Peace. All right.